In this section, we're going to take a look at what we've learned about scientific notation and what we've learned about multiplying exponents. So what we're going to begin looking at is what do we do in the case of when we have 3 times 10 to the 19th power, and we want to multiply it by, let's do 2 times 10 to the 8th power. Since this is multiplication, what we're basically doing is saying what's 3 times 10 to the 19th times 2 times 10 to the 8th, rearranging it so we have something like 2 times 3 times 10 to the 19th power times 10 to the 8th power. So basically what we're looking at is saying, okay, 2 times 3, I'm going to multiply the numbers together, okay, the numbers in front. And then what I can do with the 10 to the 19th times 10 to the 8th is what we did with the exponents of numbers with the same base. I would add it. So I would do 10 to the 19 plus 8, in other words 10 to the 27th. At this point, my answer will be this because it is already in scientific notation. Okay. This becomes slightly more complicated when I have something along the lines of 3.1 times 10 to the 19th power, and I want to multiply that by 5.6 times 10 to the 3rd power. Okay. It's still going to work that I'm going to take the 10 to the 19th and the 10 to the 3rd and turn it into 10 to the 22nd, and I'm going to multiply it by whatever 3.1 times 5.6 is. So I'm going to come over the side and multiply these out. Okay. So once I multiply these out, I get 1736. Keeping in mind that I've got the 2 decimal spots, so I get 17.36. So at this point, I get 17.36 times 10 to the 22nd power. But it's going to be important to sit there and look at this and realize that 17.36 is not a number between 1 and 10. So therefore, in order to make it a number between 1 and 10, I need to move the decimal spot over. So it's 1.736 times, and I'm going to have 10. And because I moved the decimal spot, this one space, I also need to change this exponent. So since I want to deal with a larger number in the 17.36, it's something larger than 1, I'm going to increase this by 1 to make this times 10 to the 23 spot, because I'm moving the decimal spot to the left. If I was moving this decimal spot in the other direction, then I would decrease this. So in a sense, this is how I'm going to look to combine what we've already learned about scientific notation, and scientific notation being this number between 1 and 10 times 10 raised to an exponent, with what we've learned about multiplying exponents. And what I would encourage you to become familiar with is how we use a calculator in order to be able to calculate this. You will need to use either something with a scientific calculator. The TI-15s do not function for this, at least not as far as I can figure out. TI-30s, TI-34s, most scientific calculators, the graphing calculator app on the iPads, they will all work for doing this. And actually on the test I will allow you to use the graphing calculator app to help you out. Okay. So anyway, this is basically how we're combining them.